Guys, it's Guys the Revolution. It is episode 8. Guys, I would just like to say thank you for everybody that's been supporting the show. It's not been an easy journey. We're moving towards the mark of episode 10. Sooner or later, we'll have to do something special for you. So I do have a guest today. My brother's back. I think you guys can see there's a trend now. There's a pattern here. Yeah, man. Over to you.
Yeah, hi guys. It's good to be back. Us having a chat again and trying to get some clarity on another topic that we have again today.
Perfect stuff. Perfect stuff. Guys, please don't forget to click subscribe, like. Please comment. I really appreciate your comments. Guys, once again, just thank you very much for the support, the love. I'm hoping that this journey, this foundation that we're laying, will bring something really big and something that we can attach to our lifestyles. But yeah, without further ado, just to make sure that we get into things, the one thing that we really try to, or we're going to try and unpack, is a life worth living. But yeah, so let's just get into it, because first question obviously is just we shoot from the hip. Ask Peter here what he would consider a life worth living.
A life worth living. If being asked that, I would say like just finding your purpose. What is your why? Why do I wake up every morning? Why do I do the job that I do? Or why do I pursue the career that I do? Like what is your why? That I would say once you find that, my opinion, then you have actually then you're actually loving the life worth living. So if you can figure out why you do the things you do, and if they bring you joy or abundance or happiness, so yeah, that's my opinion, I think.
Okay, okay. No, that's a very good one. I think that's one it's gone around a lot, in terms of figuring out your why you do what you do, figuring out why you're alive, that purpose that we speak about. You understand? And what's sad is that a lot of people don't know their why. They just do it because
Yeah,
it's how things have been designed.
and the emotion.
Yeah. So
Get up, go to work, come back. Get
yes,
up, go to work,
come back. Basically, like you just on this treadmill,
Yeah.
like in a rat race. So for me, a life worth living, it really is something that went deep. Because I have to look at my life as a whole,
Mm.
you know. I have to look at my job, I have to look at my family, I have to look at my friends, but at the same time, I have to look at my attitude,
Attitude towards life. Am I excited to be doing the things that I do, or am I just doing it, going with the motion, going with the flow? Like, there's certain days that I would wake up and I'm like, okay, today I'm going back to bed, because then I think I forget that why in me. And then there's days that I can't wait to get out of bed, because then I have so many ideas rushing through my brain, and like that feeling of excitement, that adrenaline, it pushes me to actually say I want to do this.
Okay.
There's so many times that I've tried new things and then people will be like, no, just let it go. Even like with trading, a lot of people have told me, just let it go, man. You haven't reached that status of saying you are a successful trader as yet. But for me, it makes me happy, because I can sit up 3 o'clock in the morning just looking at the markets, looking at what went wrong, what happened during the course of the day. I find it very intriguing. That's why I never stopped learning about it.
But what pushed you into it? Like, why
Initially,
trading?
initially, to be honest, it wasn't a passion that I had. It was more of a friend introducing me to it. This was about 7 years ago. He introduced me to it. I never really took it seriously up until 3 years ago. Then I started taking it seriously, and I wanted to learn more and want to know what is happening.
Okay. What does a successful trader look like?
Well, nothing like the ones that they show on Instagram. Because what I can tell you is I was also shocked because 3 years ago, every time I went on Instagram, then I would see all these people just with flashy cars,
Mm.
expensive brand clothes, big houses. Then there was this other guy that actually made a video to say, you know that the money that they're showing is actually fake. You can buy that.
Yeah.
And then the houses is B&Bs, and the cars they rented for the day, just for those photo shoots, just to attract you, so that you can buy whatever, like their signals, their robots, whatever they're selling.
So it's like a marketing gimmick.
Yeah, like remember what selling, people buy on emotion. So if I see that and I see someone can achieve that, I also want to achieve that. So I'm gonna buy whatever you're selling because I want to get to where you are, not knowing that you might be at the level that I am as well. We're still trying. We're trying to get there.
Make it till you make it.
Exactly. So we're trying to get there. But yeah, it has been a great journey for me, and I think it is for me. It is a life worth living because it gave me some purpose, some structure. Understand? Because every time when something goes wrong or bad, I know that I can always go back there and I find my comfort there.
Okay, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you. I get you. It maybe started off with maybe the money
Yeah.
and the lifestyle that
The lifestyle that I
you were
wanted.
sold.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But as time went, it's something you became.
Yeah. Passionate
It
about.
became a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, that makes a lot of sense. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think this is where we also don't think things through because we want what other people have.
Yeah.
And I think this is the world that we're living in. If you look at social media, everything is about selling you something. Everything is about getting those likes. Everything like I went to a seminar once and it was a whole day, and it was the whole day. Me and a friend, a very old friend of mine from high school, and we went there the whole day. At that time, he was unemployed, I was unemployed, and we went to a seminar in Midrand. And when we got there, I learned something very shocking. You don't have to have a physical product in order to get paid.
Yeah.
You can just sell someone a pipe dream for a month, right? So that means you can get money for a month and come up with something, and they've already paid for it.
Yeah.
You know, it's how you market yourself as a person. You understand? Um, what I love is I love the fact that other people are actually proper brands.
Yeah.
Like other people are a brand. Like if you look at Cristiano Ronaldo, you look at the Messi, he by himself is a brand. You understand?
Yeah.
So that means you by yourself, you're a brand, you're a business. So whatever you are able to sell to people, people buy it. Most people would buy it because they like you. Most of your friends won't buy it because it's weird like that, you know. You find a lot of people will support you that's outside compared to people that's inside your inner circle.
Yeah.
It's just the way the world is wired, I guess, or is it the way that we South Africans are wired? I don't know. I'm just asking guys. Please let me know. Uh, but yo, dude, I've known that you've been trading for a long time, and I don't have that patience. I'm a very patient individual. Don't get me wrong. I'm a very patient individual. But I don't have that thing where I can sit and do what you guys do. Hence, I would like to hire someone to do it for me. Do you understand? Um, yes, I would love to make money. Yes, it would require work. You know, I've seen some celebs currently. They're advertising a certain platform, Opta
Yeah.
FX, a lot, a
I
lot.
like to like brokers like to do that now.
Yeah.
They take celebrities, or there are actually a lot of what is this, people in South Africa that is successful traders.
Yeah.
And I like to follow them on every social media platform
Okay.
because it's not a matter of they just splashing and then they tell you bring your money to me.
Yeah.
Some of them they literally tell you we don't trade for people.
Okay.
You can use my product. I
Yeah.
can mentor you through whatever product I'm selling, but
Yeah.
I don't trade for people. Don't
I
come
see.
and say I must trade for you. No. We'll sit together. Let's jump on a Zoom meeting, and then I'll tell you, okay, do this and that. But I will not open an account, put your money in, and trade for you.
I can't use those guys. I must use a broker.
Broker, yeah, you can use a broker.
Yeah, but their commission fee is quite high, eh? Depending
Not
on who you're
really.
using.
You know, like with brokers, I also thought that they make like a lot of money and all that, but there's a lot of them that don't use commission. Like they make their money with you being on there. You need to be on there, so they want you to actually win, so that you can, so that they can actually make money.
Okay.
Because if you're gonna be using their system just for a week, they're not gonna be making money. So they want you to win. Because
Okay.
if you lose, you're gonna be like, I know. Let me just relax.
They
I'm
need
not
to
trading.
keep you the
But
loyalty.
yes, that's why I'm not gonna mention names. There's this other what is this platform? They sent me an invite to actually like it's like a learnership type of thing.
Okay.
So for 3 months,
Yeah.
I'm just learning with them. They have their professionals actually teaching me.
Nice.
So I'm one of 100 people that they chose to do that.
Okay.
So now, after 3 months, I'll just see the things that I've learned. Is it useful to me or not compared to the things that I've been doing?
Yeah.
The strategies and all of that. So
Yeah.
I'll just combine it and see what works for me.
Okay.
So that is their main thing. They want to keep every trader on the platform so that they can actually make money.
Make money. Okay. That's not bad. That's interesting.
Yeah.
See, I wouldn't know these things because I'm not the. I think my interests are a little bit weird. Yeah, I focus on my job. I focus on this podcast. I focus on the kids. I focus on yeah, on family. You know. Um, but I know you've been doing trading for a long time, and obviously I could only stand from afar and admire, how far you've come, with it. But yeah, I think we're not gonna make it about trading because we need to find out exactly what your why really
Why?
is.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And I think what would that be? What would be your why? If you had to break it down into layman's terms, like how would you describe your why?
I think it's doing what you love. Like I know that sometimes you need to do the things you don't like in order to get to the things that you want to do. So I think it's just by finding that purpose to say, if I say my purpose is I just want to make sure my family has a comfortable life and I don't have that financial stress,
Oh, okay.
then I guess that would be mine. But it differs from individual to individual.
Yeah,
Because you
I
find
could
people
figure it
that
out.
don't want to have a family.
Yeah,
They have their reasons,
yeah,
and they focus on just making money. You might find that they just do business all the time. They
Yeah.
just want to travel. Some people just want to travel the whole time.
Yeah.
They make money so that they can travel
Yeah.
the whole time. So it differs from person to person. To say, are you living life worth living? Um, Based on what is important to you,
Okay.
like your priorities.
Okay. You know, one thing I kind of live by is find out what's important and do it well. You know,
Yeah.
there's not always going to be sunshine and roses. You understand? So breaking down, like if I had to break down my why and what is a life worth living, I'll tell you, most probably a lot of people can attest to this, whether you got money or not. We live a very stressful life. You understand? Especially if you're living in the city, especially if you're living in certain areas. So we live a very, very stressful life. And sometimes even the things that give you joy can stress you out.
Yeah.
Because of some people, they want to take advantage of you or of that, you know. You get opportunities within the industry that you're in. You could love your job, you know, but then find that there's certain people that, you know, they are there on your neck, or certain people that just down the road, you know, stuff like that. I think it's about rising above that all the time, you know. And just, you know, understanding that, you know what, man, my purpose here is bigger than you and your attitude, you understand? But if you think about it, would you say our kids, or no, let me not say our kids, would you say a lot of people, when you meet with people, you can actually sense, or you can, when you're talking to them, right? When you engage with people around you, do you think they understand really what their why is, and if their why is positive or negative? Because I think some people's why is very negative. Because remember, other people, they're drawn to chaos, so their why could be the Thanos version of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Create it. Yeah.
you understand?
I understand. Um, I don't think that I can actually sense that some people don't know their why. I can see it though, by their behavior. So if you say to me, okay, I want to achieve this in the next 3 months,
Yeah.
but every day, not every day actually, every weekend, for example, you are getting drunk, coming home late,
Yeah.
not judging, but that money that you're spending on that alcohol and your fee to get into a club and all the other expenses within that night or
Yeah.
nights could actually go towards what you want to achieve in 3 months. Sometimes if you say, I want to be, let's say, physically fit
Yeah.
within the next 6 months. So there's going to be a lot of things you're going to need to actually cut out.
Yeah.
Like a lot of false foods every now and then. You're going to need to take on a diet that you're not used to, and you're going to need to stick to that.
It's cost.
Yeah.
Cost
So
is involved there all the time.
Yeah.
Once you alter your lifestyle, cost is involved.
Yeah. So for me, I don't sense it, I just see it. Your action towards your goal will tell me if you really want it.
So it's based on attitude, basically.
Yeah.
It's based on attitude. Yeah. So I think one of the reasons why is some people don't understand their why. They don't know why they do what they do. They just do it because, remember, we live a life that we didn't design for ourselves.
Yeah.
Because we've been following.
Yeah, there's a lot of curveballs as well. You
Yeah.
can have flawless plan.
Yeah.
Flawless plan.
Yeah.
And one thing goes wrong. It all just falls.
Also, but now that's the other thing. How do you pick yourself up? You see, I think this is where we fail. You know, we talk a lot about, oh yeah, dust yourself off and pick yourself up.
Yeah, but it's actually hard to do that.
Doing that, like in reality, waking up
you know you squandered a lot of money, or you've created a problem within relationships, you've done this, you've done that, you know.
Yeah.
How do you dust yourself off and do it again? You understand? Not do it again, but try and fix things, try and do this, try and do that. And I think what I've realized is I hold myself accountable. So a lot of people don't like to hold themselves accountable. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's never their fault. It's
Blame
always
everyone else.
everyone
Or
else.
everything
Understand?
else.
Do you also feel like we live in a country where people love freebies, they love being funded, they love handouts?
Yeah, and if you don't give it to them, they get pissed off.
So how is that a life worth living?
They get pissed off because they're so used to you assisting them
Yeah,
that when you pull back and say, look, I need to focus on this,
yeah,
or whatever the case may be, I won't be able to give you as much as I have in the past.
yeah.
Then you're the bad guy. Understand?
So there was this one story. This one, oh, you talking about something? So this lady would give this homeless guy 100 rand, right? And then I think she got married or she fell in love or something, and then she went down to 50 rand. And then she had a child, you know, and then it went down to 20 rand. So one day the guy stopped her. He's like, so why didn't you stop giving me 100 rand? She's like, no, life happened, this, I got married, and then I had a child, and obviously things are more hectic, you know. So he's like, oh, so you are looking after those people with my money. So the entitlement complex, you understand? So that entitlement thing is there, guys. It's there. It's real.
But yeah, we also install that, what is this, in people. We give them permission to be entitled.
Yeah. We encourage it.
Yeah.
We enable it, eh?
Yeah, because you know what, we like weekends, I don't even know where to hide myself anymore. Over the weekends, I have this thing where when people come to me and they ask for money, then I'll tell them they must do something for me in order for me to pay them.
Yeah.
So normally they would offer to wash the car or scrub my sneakers.
Yeah.
One of the two. So I have this tendency that I always gave them like 100, 150. So now it seems like it's spread among
It's a
the
thing.
people. It's a thing. Because it seems like this person told that person, that guy pays me more. Now you'll find 4 5 people looking for me.
You've raised the
Yeah. Looking for me. I want to wash your techies on the car, please. Like now, weekends, I don't know where to hide. Because every weekend they come to me.
That's so true, man. But it's like that. But luckily, it's a good thing because at the same time, it's they want to do something.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Yes, you've encouraged that, but at least they're doing something.
Yeah.
You understand? Whatever they're doing with the money after that, it's up to them.
Up to them.
It's not on you. You know, it's not on you. It's on them. No, that's amazing. Because I know also, yeah, what we do is we try and get someone to either do the garden, wash the car. Jamil wants to wash the car. He tries to wash the car, but I realized no, I can ask that guy to wash the car. You know, there's another guy that I use to wash the car, and I pay now and again. And quite frankly, sometimes it's like, no, don't give me money. Like he actually comes to, it's like, no, guys, you know, it's all right, you know, it's okay. So he would do stuff for me without me having to pay him because I think it's because I also help him out as time goes, you know, like on certain times. But it's true what you said about the entitlement thing. Some people have that thing and they don't come across it in the beginning, but because you've done it so many times,
Yeah.
now it's like, yeah, it's main, you understand?
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to live a life worth living, learn to detach yourself from material things. Because those things are the things that will break your heart, it will break you. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The reason why I say that is because if you attach too much feelings to your money, to your material things, right? That's when you start having that entitlement thing. Because remember, the thing you will say is my money.
Yeah.
You will say stuff like my car, my house, my couch, my clothes. Guys, we are all just mere custodians here. Eh? You can die tomorrow, someone else will be wearing those clothes, someone else will be driving their car, spending that money. Do you understand? We're all mere custodians. Nothing that we have, we own, full out, outright. Nothing that we have, we own. Do you
Yeah.
understand? And for years, I've had to tell Jeremiah, I've had to tell Jeremiah, okay, not for years, but for a while, I had to tell him, Jeremiah, it's not yours. But it's mine. You know how kids are. Mine, mine. I said, no, it's not yours. For now, it's yours to play with, but it's not yours. So now Jeremiah has picked up something where he loves to share. He loves to give. He always want to give someone something. Do you understand? And it's weird because now at school, when you give him money, he's a baller. He's there. He's there with the doctor. He's there. He's spending their money. You understand? But also now I need to learn to balance.
Balance it.
So, dude, okay, fine. You need to make sure that you are full within you first.
Then you,
You can give, and if someone really needs it, you will know when someone really needs it, and then you can give them. But it's very difficult to have that conversation with a 6-year-old.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So now, sometimes the frustration will set in because he would go to school with like, no, bring change back. He doesn't come back with change. You understand? But also that is about teaching him money.
Yeah.
How to use the money. You understand? I was very impressed. He took 10 rand last week Friday. He came home with 5 rand change. That 5 rand he only spent yesterday. So I was like, oh, okay. And then obviously there's other people in the house. They spend money, but we don't talk about that. You know, we don't discuss that. But yeah, guys, I think a life worth living for me is about knowing how to draw boundaries as well. Because some people will invade your inner peace. Do you understand?
Yeah.
A life worth living for me is is peace over happiness. Because happiness has got a spike to it. When you get something, you are happy for a moment.
Yeah.
When you get something, you are happy for a moment. So that you see that is an addiction sometimes. You know, when you don't have it, you're miserable.
Yeah.
So I just love I'm just learning to be at peace, to be at ease. You understand? Which is not always easy, because remember, whatever you're going to go through, everything is not going to go according to your plan.
Yeah. It never does.
That means that you're going to have quite a few miserable days.
It never
Understand?
does.
But I think what is a balancing is the fact that you are able to work as a man or as a human being. You are able to work, and once you're able to work, you are able to create your own little world. Do you understand? But a lot of people don't do that. They don't create their world because they are influenced by too many external things.
Yeah.
And I think you can see this. For years now, I've lived a very simple life. I do this on purpose. Number one, to teach my kids. Number two, I really wanna stay humble. It's not always easy. Humility is not the easiest thing, guys. You understand? I really want to stay humble, especially when things are really bad. Because it's nice to be humble when things are good, but when things are really and truly bad, I would love to be able to stay humble. You understand? I would love to be able to be at peace, even though there's a storm going on around me.
Yeah.
Because I realized a lot of the answers I find is within silence. So when I go through a lot of heavy times, I try to silence my mind, silence my brain. It's not easy when you're in a household where there's kids and people that need you, and you have to do this and you have to do that and all of that. It's not easy, but you're going to have to learn to find time to create that silence, to be able to listen to yourself. And the one thing I realized also is the fact that I think I saw it with me as well. You know, the instant things must happen.
Yeah.
And that is the lifestyle that we've been thriving towards is to be, yeah, I'm gonna make money, blah, 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 because someone told you can make this much.
Yeah.
People give you the final amount, they don't tell you about the journey to get to that amount. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And there I was like, okay, fine, you know what, Josh, now you need to now step back now. what do you want to do? Right? Okay, cool. You want to start a podcast? Shut up. Do you think you can walk that journey of starting this podcast?
Yeah.
Because remember, there are podcasts out there that are sitting on, on 400 and something episodes. There are podcasts out there that are sitting on 1,000 plus episodes. And those are people that deliver consistently. And they've been doing it for years, you understand?
Yeah.
So what about this podcast gets you? And then I realized, what about this podcast gets me is the fact that I can speak my mind. I'm able to come onto the platform
Just share. Yeah.
and share. Do you understand? I can be free. I can talk about anything and everything.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And this podcast has become my safe haven. Weirdly enough, because the stretch after this is editing, number one. Number two is posting. Number three is numbers.
Yeah.
Number four is comments. So there's other things, but I'm at ease with that.
Yeah.
I'm at peace with that because I realized not everybody would love what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Do you
Some
understand?
people won't get it. So
And
it's
they won't
okay.
get it.
It's okay
Yeah.
for people not to get it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know? But for me, I think what did I say to? I said, you know what? I kind of feel like this podcast could be a video for my kids one day. If something, God forbid, had to happen to me and they're not grown yet, you know? And they can actually go back and they can be like, oh wow. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It could be something that they can use. You understand? I think the main thing, one of the main whys I do what I do is to be able to leave a lasting legacy, to be an effective father in a way that I know best. Do you understand? And them seeing me do this, they sometimes want to do it with me. What does that say to you? That must have a positive impact on them.
Yeah.
You know? But I'm also trying to teach them that social media needs to be used for its purpose. It has a purpose. Some people abuse it. You understand? It has a purpose, yeah. But we tend to abuse it. Like, look, once you on one of these platforms, sometimes you're on there for 2 hours. Mind a zombie. You've seen all of the videos. You understand?
Yeah, that's why I stopped going on TikTok every now and then because I can sit on TikTok for like hours and I'm like, where did the time go? I didn't even do anything.
TikTok is on Yelp today, I tell you. And I was before you came, I actually went through a video that was posted 2016 that explains addiction, the alcohol, drugs, phone.
Yeah.
You know how I see that? Because I've taken it away from the kids. They are struggling. They are having withdrawal symptoms. They are struggling. And the one guy made an example. He said, okay, fine. You want to give your child a phone and see nothing wrong with it, right? You know that a phone releases the same type of endorphins you do when you're doing funny things like drinking, partying, all of that. So what you're saying to them even is, fine, here's alcohol, drink. So there should be an age restriction on that. And I actually agree with it because I see it. I see what it does and what it does to their minds. I see what it does to the fact that they have to do homework. They have to study for tests. That like it can be a fight at times in the house.
Yeah, I always fight about a phone because with Nishad, he literally, you can tell him something, he's not even
paying
attention to you. No. Like, so the only way to get his attention is to take the phone. So then he throws a tantrum first. And then after he's done, then you ask him, are you done? Now are you going to listen to what I have to say? And then I'll give him the phone back.
Yeah. No, we have to call names 3-4 times.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have to speak 100 times. We have to ask for something a lot of times. Now, as parents, we sometimes use that as a shut up as well.
Yeah. No, I'm also guilty of that because as soon as I want to watch something and I don't want him to interrupt me,
Yeah.
or I'm busy with something and I don't want him to interrupt me, then I'll allow him to have the phone.
And sometimes they nag you, and you're like, "Ah, yeah, it's fine, just go,
Yeah.
just go, do it, you know. But I think we need to really tighten on that. I think we really need to tighten on that because I can see the effects. I can see the effects of it. And if I let it go on too long, it's really going to be a problem, a big, big problem. Because now social media is teaching your children how to behave.
Yeah.
You're not the parent anymore. Your phone is. You understand? But it's one of the reasons why I created this platform is to be able to put out meaningful content as well. You understand?
Yeah.
This is a foundation that I'm laying, and I don't want to stop. For me, that's part of a life worth living. You understand? Doing something without the expectation of getting paid,
Yeah.
or without money coming in at that moment. You understand? It's being able to do that, and sometimes trust me. Like I'm like, yo, when you came, I was like, yo, are we gonna do this? Like I'm like thinking about it, like how are we gonna do this? And like really, I have to set it up because you drove all the way. You understand? Like that's for me, that's a push.
Yeah.
And it shows me that I'm not in the circle. You understand?
Yeah.
A life worth living for me as well is, guys, we need to learn to appreciate each other, especially the people that have your back, the people that's there for you. You understand? We need to really, really learn to appreciate people and their efforts.
Yeah.
We need to have an attitude of gratitude. Not have the attitude of entitlement. Yeah, he's skilled, mate.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Entitled to this. Yeah.
We
I
need
think
to-
even within relationships as well,
Yeah,
we feel entitled because you feel like he needs to do that for me or she needs to do that for me.
the expectations.
Yeah, and I think that is something that a lot of us need to actually talk about in relationships.
Yeah,
To say that, okay, um, I know that there are expectations. I will meet you halfway, or
Yeah.
I will do the best I can.
yeah,
If I can, I will gladly. But if I can't, just know that I can't. So that we set actually that expectation of saying that I don't always expect him or her to give me what I want, but the times when they can, then they actually do.
Do you think relationships also play a very big role in a life worth living?
It does.
Because I think it's one of those things that give it really. I think romantic relationships
Yeah.
really puts a lot of pressure on a person's life.
It does because you must understand when you go into a relationship, two people going into that relationship, they come from two separate backgrounds, totally different.
Yeah.
So now they need to find common ground, and sometimes that is very hard to do.
Yeah.
I've been in my relationship for 7 years,
Yeah.
and we're still trying to find that common ground with certain things.
Yeah.
Because her mindset is one way, mine is another. It's not bad. It's just the way that we were raised. We were raised in different households where there were different rules
Yeah.
and different things were installed within us. So now we need to find a way to say that whatever I've learned and whatever you've learned, we need to bring that together. Or otherwise, whatever you've learned and I've learned, we need to toss that out and we find our own.
Yeah.
So I think it is like it does play a big role in the life you worth living. So yeah.
It is, eh? It is. Because remember, once you're in a romantic relationship, there's a lot of intimate things.
Yeah.
And I think the saddest thing is when you're in a relationship and you can't trust your partner to support you. Especially when you really try and achieve your ultimate, right?
Yeah.
Trying to really get to that. I think that's the most depressing thing for a man, or even for a woman.
For women as well.
You understand?
I think like the support that we want, we expect it like freely. We expect that support
Yeah.
freely. But I've learned that you need to actually also consider the other person that is supposed to give the support.
Yeah.
Where are they in their life? Are they able to actually stand with you so that you can have that kind of support?
Okay.
Because sometimes we as individuals, we will rush into something and we didn't talk to our partners about it
Yeah.
like fully to get them on board. Understand? We
Yeah.
just rush into it and expect them to be there
And
regardless.
come with it.
And
It's
yeah.
gone. You've gone through the whole thought process, maybe.
Then they haven't
right?
even started.
They haven't even started. You haven't even pitched it to them. You haven't even presented it to them, and that could actually cause a lot more damage to your relationship.
Yeah.
So it's about being considerate, and also it's about compromise,
Mhm.
because it's not just about you
It's
anymore.
not just about you. Because
It's two of
whatever you're working on, it is not just for me now, it is for us. And that's why I always say when you enter a relationship and you're serious about the relationship, there's no me or I bought this or I did this. It's we. I don't care if you took out all the money to buy a certain thing. We bought it.
together.
You understand? We bought it.
I have a
because it's
colleague.
we.
I have a colleague. I was so impressed when he said to me. So they went through something. His wife went through something, right, at work, and he had to go fetch her, stuff like that. And so now he went back to work, and he says to his boss, "No, no, 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 no. We are not okay. We are not okay." Obviously, the wife is the one going through this, but he says to his boss, "No, we are not okay. We're going home now." And, and they went. But that is what you want.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Because this thing was there's no I in team.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is what you want. And I think one of the things for me when it comes to a life worth living is the teamwork of a family, or the teamwork of a couple. The teamwork.
Teamwork,
You understand? We need to work this well together, because otherwise we're not
Yeah,
going to do
we need to,
anything.
Or
But it comes
we're
with
gonna
a-
stand still. Yeah.
It comes with a lot of other things. Integrity.
Yeah.
Can I trust you? And you find a lot of people are together and they don't trust each other.
Yeah.
They can't trust each other based on past experiences.
Experiences
You understand?
yeah.
Baggage.
Yeah.
Baggage.
And to move forward, like I think you're gonna need to put in a lot of work to get that person's trust back, because trust is one of the things that is very difficult to get back, especially in a romantic relationship.
Yeah. And especially if it's been broken time and time again.
Yes. So you can't expect to do 2, 3 things and then you like, okay, we shout now.
Yeah, what do you expect from
Trust
me?
is
What do you
back.
want from me?
Trust is back. And then you get frustrated at me because I don't trust you. No, it's not that I don't trust you.
You need to
And it's
work
not
on
that
it.
I
You
don't
need to
want
learn
to
it.
trust you. You need to show me. You need to put in the work.
Yeah.
Even though it can take a very long time, you need to put in the work. The same with me. If I break your trust, I know that I need to put in that work to gain that trust back again.
Yeah.
Even if it means, like, just for example, let's say I always go party and you don't like that. And then now I sneak away to go party, and then you find out. Obviously, I broke your trust.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to need to work towards that. I'm going to need to actually send you messages. Okay, I'm just here doing X, Y, and Z. I'm going there. It's not me
Earning the trust.
it's not me like reporting, but just earning that trust back so that you know exactly where I am. Because in your mind, if you don't hear from me, you're gonna think, okay, yes, that is out partying again.
No.
So it's just me working, putting in the effort.
Yeah.
If I'm in town, I'll tell you I'm in town. So
There's a lot of talks. And there's a lot of talks when it comes to relationships. Look, I'm not going to dig too much into it, but there's a lot of talks when it comes to relationships. When you choose a partner, or when you find a partner, or a partner finds you, or whatever, you understand? When you guys come together, right, and you guys are serious and you're moving forward, I've noticed the Western attitude or culture is, maybe it's because I'm looking at it from a distance. I don't know everything. You understand? I don't know the dynamics. I don't know everything, but a lot of what people post online, right, this. Yeah, leave her. Yeah, leave him. Yeah, leave.
Yeah.
Don't you think that creates a lot of baggage moving
It does.
forward?
It does, and it creates a lot of divorce as well. Because now, like you said, on social media, you find these quotes and these cute messages and stuff. And there's one that I saw the last time that was saying, okay, sister, why are you building up a man? Why don't you go build your house? You understand?
Yeah.
So now you saying that if a person finds someone that she really loves, she loves everything about this person, but this person doesn't have that 20%, which is the financial aspect of the relationship. You gonna say leave that man, go take you a man that has the 20% being the financial part, but lacks the 80.
Ish. Yeah. Go build yourself a house.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of debate going on social media about real men and real women.
Yeah. Back and forth.
People are telling each other who's real and who's fake. Have you noticed? And I've noticed it's very, very Western. It's always very Western. It's very Western, guys. We South African guys, we are vocal, but we're not that vocal, guys. No, I'm sorry. You guys are very vocal. You know, when it comes to relationships, it's not going to be easy.
Yeah, it's not.
You spoke about the different backgrounds. You spoke about different cultures, different homes, different this, different that. It's not going to be easy because you must bear in mind, you're taking someone that has been soaked in a certain culture, a certain way of life.
Exactly.
You understand? And yes, you're not going to agree with a lot of things, but does that mean that you need to give up?
No.
If
You
you
to find another way to make it work.
a trick question. Would you say money, sex, and love go together?
Yes.
How so?
For me personally, I've heard this expression a lot of times. They say that money can't buy you love.
Okay.
So for me, the reason why I say so is because in every successful relationship or in every relationship, there needs to be a financial stability.
Okay.
If that is not there, you could find yourself actually fighting a lot about money,
Okay.
the leg thereof.
Okay.
Sometimes
Now you will fight about the leg thereof.
even having so much of it, you can also still fight.
Okay.
So yeah, those three do go together.
No, I like your point of view. The reason why I asked this is because I haven't asked this question in a very long time. Because I like asking people trick questions, and it's the one question I haven't asked in a very long time. You understand? Money, sex, and love doesn't go together for me personally, because the reason why is they are three separate entities. Do you understand? Money has got its own purpose. Sex has its own purpose. And love has its own purpose.
It actually makes sense.
They all serve a purpose. But what I love about them, they're all about exchange, transaction. They are all about exchange. I think that's what hit me. Yes, they serve their own purposes, but they're all about exchanging. It's all about transacting with them. That's it. It's all about transacting with them. And I think we tie them together. I'm glad I'm off the market married, because there's a lot of videos going out talking about women must start paying men now because they laid it down well. You understand? Things like that you think about to say, yeah, you need to pay me now. Yeah. You understand? Because stuff like that, like women should pay their half. I once posed a question, and obviously women got disgusted by it. I said, is it okay if I had to take a mistress, right?
Mm.
But she must have her own house, she must have her own car, she must have a job, and she must have her own money, so that I don't have to inconvenience my family. Is that okay? They were like, but why do you want to mistress in the first place? I was just questioning. You just want to understand where people's minds are,
Yeah.
and you ask questions.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, man. You know, a life worth living will never be easy. If it wasn't easy for Jesus in the Bible, why is it easy for you?
I think it's a journey. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not about the destination.
It's not a
It's a
destination.
journey. Just
Remember, your destination is 6 feet under,
Yeah.
depending on how you're going out.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's your destination.
Yeah. That's all.
We're all going there, you know.
Navigators are sent to the same destination.
Then why not make the best of this once in a lifetime opportunity? Literally, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. You can't get second chances here. People say, "Oh, I was in an accident. I got a second chance." No, that's not a second chance. No, that's still it's still within that time frame. You need to do it. You need to do it again. You know,
That's true.
like there's so many illusions we've been sold about life, the good life. You understand? And those illusions have always been because someone else wants to benefit. And I think that's what's more disgusting in this world that we're living in, is that whatever you most probably see, it's an illusion.
Yeah.
The elusive good life. I remember a time, I used to drink a lot. There were times I even thought I wasn't going to stop. But at least I had a bit of self control to say, I can't be doing this all the time. And now it's on a different level where I can go weeks without touching alcohol. Do you understand? Um, because I think I understand myself better and I understand what I'm working towards. But in this journey, I still fail, right? I still fall. I fall a lot.
We're gonna fall, eh?
You know?
We're still gonna fall. Like, for me, I don't really like to consider things that didn't work out for me as failure.
Yeah.
Only when I give up, then it was
It's
failure.
a failure. But failure can never be can't always be a bad thing.
Yeah.
Because you learn from it.
Yeah, that's true. You learn a lesson from it.
You know?
So yeah, I always say when I give up, yeah, that's when you can say, yeah, you failed in something. But as long as I'm still pushing, no, I didn't fail. I just learned a new way that it's not working.
But does it matter?
I don't really bother myself with people's opinion.
No, like if you look at everything in the greatest, like if you look at everything holistically, life, death, everything in between.
Doesn't, I guess. I've never really asked myself that question. Does it matter or is it worth it? I just know I need to love.
I'm here now.
I'm here.
I need to make the best of it.
Exactly, I need to love and I need to go on. Can't be standing still, waiting to die. They say there's this other saying that I currently like. People that obsess about death loves, and people that obsess about death loves.
Life dies. Yeah, I guys, I'm gonna say the weirdest thing. I think it's a few years now. It still gets to me a little bit because I think of it's the unknown, death. Like, what happens after this? It's the unknown. I know, guys. You guys are gonna tell me the Bible says. You guys are gonna tell me, yeah, someone went to heaven and came back. Guys, I'm not there. Look, I do read the Bible. I do pray a lot. You understand? I am in that. I just don't label myself too much according to what everybody else labels themselves. That's why you won't find me on this platform talking too much about it, unless I'm going to unpack religion as a whole, you know. But I don't think anyone knows what lies beyond this.
I think that's
If while you are alive, you do not know.
I think that's where that whole hope comes in, that faith.
Yeah.
So I think even preachers need to like tell us that is where the faith comes in. So I think that's where it comes in. We have that hope. We have
Do you
that
think
faith.
do you think that sometimes they sleep at night and also like, hey,
I wonder. If they
today I
don't.
lied through my teeth. Even me, I don't believe
I don't
it.
know. Yeah. Because I think they also have a lot of questions. I think they have so much questions because I think they understand it as well on a deeper level compared to your average congregation. So because they study it, they go into it, they meditate
They
on
unpack it.
they live with it. So I'm pretty sure somewhere they're like, uh-huh. In this chapter it said this, and in this chapter it said
The
that. Something
contradiction.
doesn't add up.
The
Who's
contradiction.
telling you what? You
Yeah.
understand?
But yeah, guys, like you don't wanna obviously dump or speak ill about anyone or anything. You understand? I think it's just my opinion that I don't know what I don't know. It can be written. How many things are written in a book, but it's a lie?
There's a lot of things.
Do you understand? There's a lot of things that are being revealed to say this is what this is what that was.
Yeah.
It wasn't like this, it wasn't like that. Now I'm like, you know what? Human beings and information. You guys are. You understand?
We like amend it so that it suits us.
Do you understand? So, who says that you're not living a lie? Because remember, you're following a certain thing. Do you understand what? That's what I'm saying. It's like we're living in illusion. And I think for me, I teach my kids the basics. Live life the best way you can, as long as you're not harming anyone.
Yeah. That's true.
Because we live in a sick world, eh? We live in a sick world, guys. But yeah, man. I think we said a mouthful, eh? I think we said a mouthful. We really went at it today. Wow. No, thank you so much for coming through, man. No, that was interesting. That was very interesting. Like I'm sitting here and it's actually taking me back because some of the things that were said, it's like it's for me. It's almost like also a refresher just to keep me going. You know, I don't. I do a lot of motivational videos and stuff, now, but trust me, there comes a day you'll be even listening to that motivational video, now, but you will not get out of that bed. Do you understand?
Oh, it's okay.
Motivation serves its purpose for when it's, but there's something that can literally push you because remember, I was supposed to have another guest and he didn't pitch. So we were with the three of us, right? They didn't pitch. But when you came, and I looked at the time, I'm like, yo, it's getting late. But when you came, I'm like, you know what? Might as well do this, eh? It reminds me when I was chasing a type of body. Remember when I was training so hard? I used to wake up without fail 6 days a week. I used to wake up 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
Without fail. And this was in winter. Okay, I didn't wake up at 5. I had trained at 5. I had to wake up at 4:30. Luckily the gym was close by. So I trained at 5 and it was winter. And there was a time I asked myself, but why are you torturing yourself like this? Even in the midst of asking that question, I remembered that someone else is waiting for me by the gym. Yeah. So I also can't let that person down.
Yeah, true.
Do you see that? That is something that can push you. That's why a lot of people, they like having gym buddies. Because it helps them, Because you don't want to disappoint the next person. Because they also have to wake up, Yeah, sure. So it's one of those things. Are we really considerate of each other? Do you understand? Like in this life worth living, are we considerate of each other? Are we considerate of each other's time?
Yeah.
Are we considerate of each other's, I won't say feelings, but are we really considering the next person? Or are we really just in it for ourselves? I've noticed a lot of people are very selfish. They're off self. Do you understand? They're off self. And a lot of other people are off other people. They for other people. They're more for other people than they are for themselves. You know, they give themselves over to these people so much. And sometimes some people take advantage of that. So I just say be wary of things like that, guys, you know, because you don't want to lose yourself in that process. Because remember, there's something good in you. You don't want it to turn into something else, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you so much. Not sure. Any final words? Any words of encouragement? Any words of demoralization? Whatever you want to say, just say it and then we'll take it from
No, I just have to say that, like, do what makes you happy. Like, if it makes you happy and it doesn't hurt the next person, do it.
Guys, we do what we do so that we can make sure that other people are also happy sometimes. But the thing is, you can't give someone something that you don't have. If you don't have joy in you, you can't give it to someone else. If you don't have love in you, you can't give it to someone else. If you don't have money in your pocket, you can't give it to someone else. So guys, please be mindful. Let's appreciate each other. Let's be grateful that we have people that actually support us fully. Let's show them the gratitude that's necessary. Guys, live your life to the fullest because you only have this one. You only have this one. And this one is so full of uncertainty. You might as well make all the mistakes in the world, number one, but in the greater good. Guys, thank you so much for the support. Please don't forget to click, subscribe, share, like, comment. And we will catch you guys on episode 9, working our way towards episode 10, which is going to be an extra nice special. I'm actually thinking of something nice for you guys, honestly. For episode 10, I think, yes. But I'm also working on a solo. So guys, please stay tuned. Thank you so much. And we out.